There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Miller. Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. Battle in the Eastern Conference, this DC crowd hoping to watch their Wizards come out on top. It'll be the Wizards off the tip. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Monroe and Drummond, they're inside. And it's the dude. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Valentine in at the point guard position. Mills can't hit. Washington on D. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Well, Clark, they really shot terribly from downtown in that one and eventually paid the price for it.
They sure did. I mean, sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but theirs wasn't quite strong enough.
And so it's the Pistons getting on the board first. And the pass to Slaughter. Pass to Mills. The dish to Beal. Shot clock at 6. From about 16, Detroit with the rebound. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake.
On defense, the Pistons, their last encounter was in Detroit.
Well, they rolled them in that game, and it was mostly due to the big rebounding advantage they had.
Pass to Slaughter. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And here are the Pistons. Valentine passes to Chan. Misses the layup.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. Mills with it, averaging 10 points per contest. Chase the pass to Mills. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bowen. Buries it from three-point range.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick three of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
And the Pistons with possession here. From 10 feet out, the shot's good from Chan. The dude's got his second basket.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Here's Mills. 9-point game his last outing. Chase covered by Monroe. From about 19 feet, Beal's shot is good. Beal's got his first points of the night.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Valentine passes to Chan. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
Well, now an opportunity to look at some of the stats on Patty Mills. How the last month of basketball was for him. He's around 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table. And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it ties the game, Clark. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, we're right back to even.
Washington trailing. Here's Bowen. Here's Chase. And it's blocked. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And the Pistons making a change here. And Washington has possession. Right wing. Davidson passes to Barton. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Pistons have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Deflects the pass. 1:51 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Davidson, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, the Wizards head coach had a couple of moments for me. He told me that they're ready for an exciting game, going up against a team that's certainly capable of filling it up in a hurry. But he said we can't get so carried away trying to score with them that we get away from playing tough, gritty defense. If you slack off even a little bit, they can really go off. Guys, we'll see if they can strike the right balance and even the series. Back to you.
And Doris, thank you as always. And of course, facing an offense like this, you really have to be aware at all times of the weapons they throw at you.
No question. You know, and it's one thing to plan for them. It's another thing when you actually see them. This is an explosive club, so they've got to be ready defensively.
Yeah, it takes some defensive creativity in my mind. He's shown himself to be a coach who's always got a few wrinkles in his pocket.
Here's Barton. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. That's good. Here's the dude. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Drummond the screen. Here's Chan. Knocks loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Well, they ran a nice play there, Kevin, to set up the easy dunk.
Yeah, he got help from his teammate and ran his man right straight into the pick.
Yep, and that's the offensive player's job. Run him into the screen.
And it was a great pick, too, Clark. He may have lowered his shoulder a little bit, but he got him pretty clean.
Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pass to Barton. There's a good screen. Here's Davidson. Good on the triple.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Here's the dude. He's coming off a 28-point game against Cleveland. Out to the wing. Here's Patton. And the wing jumper offline. And so, lots of scoring in that competitive first quarter. Pistons lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from the Verizon Center.